All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's get going into week 10 of marathon training. That's right, we are on week 10 at this point. So last week we kind of came off of a recovery week, which it was a fine recovery week. It wasn't the greatest recovery week. We didn't recover quite as well as we were hoping to, but recover pretty well. And that's going to kind of lead us into the first couple of days of this training week. But before we kind of get into the nitty gritty of each and every day, every block of training, I've been saying that I want to have some sort of goal in mind, some sort of overarching um, idea with that training. And this training block is no different. So over the next 2 weeks, one thing you'll notice about the training is I'm not going to be quite as heavy on some of the workouts as I have previously. Some of the workouts aren't going to be quite as intense. They're not going to be, these big, massive tent poles for the week of training. Um, but instead, over these next 2 weeks, just kind of where we're at, we're going to see actually some of the highest volume of training that we've seen so far. Okay. Um, Over this week and next week, I want to be kind of start hitting some of the highest volume and the most mileage that I've had so far for this build up for this marathon. So, one of the things to really kind of pay attention to when you're setting up your training is not only mileage and intensity, but kind of the combination of the two of them as a whole, right? We talked about this a while back, and we talked about this idea of training load, right? And so for me, for my training at this point, um, as not to overload my body and to overwork it and cause possible, overtraining syndrome, injuries, or whatnot. Um, in order for me to get my volume up as high as I want to right now, I need to bring the intensity down a bit. Okay, and so that's really going to be kind of the overarching theme of these next 2 weeks is a little bit higher volume, a little bit more like we're getting close to the marathon at this point. So this is our last like big 3 week block. We're going to come back after these next 3 weeks, have one more like big week of training, and then we're just going to start tapering off from there. So really at this point, I want to start getting the volume up and the endurance stuff up as much as I can. Okay, so that's why you won't really see much in the way of high intensity stuff. We're not going to do a whole lot at like 5K effort. I believe really like we're going to be hitting like tempo effort. That's about as fast as we're going to get over these next couple weeks for prolonged stuff. We're going to add in some strides here and there. Okay, so let's break it on down. What do we got going on for this week of training? Okay, so Monday we'll see. Monday again, we're coming off of a recovery week, so I want to see how if I'm fully recovered or not coming into this. Monday is either going to be a progression run with some strides after it, or it might just turn into a regular aerobic run with some strides after it. We'll see how the legs are feeling, if they fully recover or not. We'll see. Tuesday we'll come in and we'll do kind of an easy run, just kind of shake the legs out, nice and easy. Wednesday's gonna be the one big workout of the week. Okay, so we've done this workout a couple times before. We're gonna head out and we're gonna do 2 sets of 4K at tempo effort. Okay, so that's gonna be about 2.5-ish miles for each of those, so about 5 miles total for that tempo run. Again, this is going to be our one big workout of the week, so we'll kind of hopefully be able to hit that a little bit hard. Like I said, Monday we'll see how we're feeling because I want to make sure that I'm fully recovered for that big workout this week. Okay, that's Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, as usual, just kind of nice, easy runs. And then Saturday we'll come in with the long run. Again, flip-flopping every week. So this week we are now back on the roads. We're going to actually mimic what we did 2 weeks ago. So the last time we were on the roads, we're going to shoot for about 18 miles with a couple of stretches at marathon effort. So we'll shoot for doing probably 4 sets of 3K segments at that marathon effort to again, kind of get the legs moving and feeling what that effort feels like. So that when we get to marathon race day, it's like, okay, we've done this before. We know what this is, and we can just kind of fall into place with that without too much extra mental stress there. I haven't decided where we're gonna do it yet. We might do it again on the course. We might find a new segment. I'm not sure yet. We'll kind of see how the week goes and what we're feeling by the time we get to the end of the week. Okay, so that's that. Beyond the training for the week, we again have been doing the strength training stuff. Last week I got that video up. I guys gave you the little thing that my wife and I have been doing for like a little core session. It's like a 10-minute setup. It's you show up, you do the exercises, you're done. It's not a massive strength training session, but it's something nice, like a little core routine to do every few days. So that's up there if you guys are interested. But beyond that, my wife has kind of shifted our perspective a little bit. We've been doing a lot of strength training stuff, really getting that muscular strength going. We're now at the point in the season where we're going to start shifting that a little bit. And again, getting away from less of the volume-esque stuff and start getting a little bit more into the power stuff. So we're seeing this little like paradigm shift of our running workouts and our strength training workouts, where we're kind of shifting segments a little bit here, but we're gonna start doing a little bit more power stuff and a little bit less strength stuff. And so hopefully those things kind of work in tandem together. Again, that's one of the reasons I'm bringing my intensity down on the running stuff, because I know intensity is going to go up with some of the strength stuff that's going to be moving forward. So that's about it. Hopefully things kind of go the way that they're planned. I think this is going to be a good week of training. Again, hopefully I'm recovered well enough after this last week of training. We'll kind of find out by the time we get to Wednesday with the temper run and how the week's actually going. And the other big thing too is, like I mentioned on the last video, my big goal this week is eat more food. I got to get those calories in. If we're getting that volume up, we got to get the calories up to match that. And it's tough, especially with marathon training, when you get the volume up that high, and calories start getting to that point where it actually starts getting hard to consume enough food. It feels like a lot of the times. So hopefully we can do it. Fingers crossed. I guess we'll find out in a week after we get through that long run. So, all right, that's all I got for this week. Hope you guys have a great week of training. And until next time, happy running. Bye.